Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cooks by Carrie. If you're new here, I'm Carrie, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how to make these delicious Rice Krispies from sugarysweets.com. This recipe is not a healthy one, but it is a fun one. And I'm wondering, do you guys want more fun recipes like this or more healthy recipes? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, without further ado, let's begin with the video. For this recipe, you are going to need some salted butter, or if you don't have that, what you can do is just have regular butter and then add a little bit of salt. Mini marshmallows, and you're going to have a large bowl of them, and then 1 cup on the side. A little bit of vanilla extract, and then 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal. Or if you like to make it more fun, like I did 5 cups of Rice Krispie cereal and 1 cup of Fruity Pebbles. It gave it a fruity flavor and some fun color. So you could do this or add in a different cereal if you like. Now this recipe is fairly simple. In a large saucepan, you're going to want to start by adding in your butter and melting it down completely. I'm just taking a wooden spatula or wooden spoon type thing, and I'm just making sure the butter is coated everywhere and helping it break down into pieces so that it melts easier. And you're going to want it on medium heat for right now, or you can do a little bit lower than that because you want to be really careful to make sure that it's not going to burn. Now that my butter is all melted, I actually reduced my heat to low here, and I poured in all of my marshmallows, this is all the marshmallows except that 1 separate cup. So I'm just going to mix them all, and it did take quite a while because you want to make sure that the temperature is not too high because you don't want the marshmallows to burn, but you need to make sure that it's all one like liquid at the end. They all need to melt down completely, so it does take a little while. Alright, so this is what it looked like after a couple minutes of continuously mixing on low heat. It's a really nice sticky mixture, and I'm ready to move on. And I'm just mixing a couple last times here just to make sure that none of the marshmallows are still there, because you want it to be completely mixed through. So even though it does take a minute, it's really worth just continuing to mix and not turning up the heat because you don't want it to burn. And so in a second here, you're going to see that I go ahead and add in some vanilla extract. So the heat is off, adding in the vanilla extract, and then mixing through. This is an important step because it gives it more flavor and makes it more, I almost want to say fancy, but not really fancy. Just better overall. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my Rice Krispie cereal. So I'm going to mix all these in, and then I mix the Fruity Pebbles in, because I just wasn't sure if the Fruity Pebbles was going to the color was going to bleed through, like, I don't know, turn a weird color, so I just decided to go with the Rice Krispie cereal first. Also, I accidentally bought frosted Rice Krispie cereal, and the Rice Krispies still turned out delicious, and they were really good, but I'd actually recommend just buy the regular Rice Krispie because it does make it a bit sweeter, and you don't really need the extra sweetness since there's already marshmallow in this. So yeah, I just continue mixing this until it's all combined, and then I add in the Fruity Pebbles, and then we're done. That's the whole mixture. And while I'm mixing it in, I'm just making sure to scrape the edges too, because there is some of the marshmallow. You can see the closest to the right side of the camera, we can see there is a lot of marshmallow mixture left. And then also at this point, you're going to want to add in that extra cup of the mini marshmallows. This was a really good step. I don't know if anyone has ever had a Dream Bar from Starbucks, but they kind of do a similar thing where they have the marshmallows, like marshmallow bits in the Rice Krispie, as well as like the, marshmallow that makes the makes Rice Krispie like sticky, But this was a really good tip. I really like doing this. So yeah. Now I'm taking a baking dish lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to begin scooping in all of my Rice Krispie mixture. Now it was a little hard to keep the Rice Krispie mixture in there at the beginning, But after a second, it was easy to get in. Like, it was easy to keep the parchment on because more of it was in. And they recommend on the website using a 9x9 pan, square pan, but I didn't have that, so I just did a 9x13. So you can just do, like, really any pan you have on hand. Now I'm just continuing to scoop the batter into the pan. It does take me a second since this mixture is very sticky and a little bit messy, but I get it all there and then. So overall, this recipe was super simple. It does take a little bit of time to, you know, do every step, but really easy recipe. So I definitely recommend you guys try this out. Okay, in a second here, you're going to see that since I've gotten all of the Rice Krispie mixture in, I'm taking a piece of parchment paper, or you can take like your fingers, but it's just kind of better to use a parchment paper, and I'm going to go ahead and flatten it all down and make sure it's all smooth. You don't want to pack it too tightly because it is harder to eat when you pack it too tightly, so I'm just gently pressing and making sure there is an even layer all on top. This is important because, I mean, it just is. I mean, like, you're getting flat even bars, and they're gonna look prettier. And then after I do this, I'm going to let it set for an hour. This is just so that the mixture cools, or I guess it's not a mixture, it's like the Rice Krispie cools, and they're easier to cut and all of that. So that's really important to do. So even though you might want to eat it now, you gotta wait a little bit. Now, before we continue with this video, I'm going to show you the end results of the Rice Krispies. Please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, comment down below what you'd like to see next, hit that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video, and share this video with a friend if you liked it. Alrighty guys, that's it. Let me show you these beautiful Rice Krispies. Alrighty guys, so it has been an hour, or roughly an hour, and this is what my Rice Krispie looked like. I was really happy with how they looked. I love the Fruity Pebbles in it because it gives it like a pop of color, reminds me of, you know, the springtime right now. And yeah, so I'm just cutting off the edges so that they look more even, and then cutting it into pieces. I can't remember exactly how many pieces I cut, like, I don't know, 12 or so. But yeah, so just cutting them all, and then I made some bigger and some smaller. They were not the most uniform sizes, so you guys can just cut them however you feel like. And yeah, this recipe was really good. I'd say with the Frosted Rice Krispies, they were super sweet, so I would say like one is definitely plenty to eat because I may have eaten too many. But they were really good. And here's just a little tip: right after you make the Rice Krispie mixture, clean your saucepan immediately, because it's not hard to get the marshmallow and stuff off immediately, but if you let it sit in there, it becomes almost impossible to get clean. So just definitely make sure you clean all the things that have touched the Rice Krispies, because it can be a pain. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. That's it for today's video. Make sure if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at Cooks by Carrie. I post lots of fun photos of food I cook. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see in my next video. And that's all. Bye guys.